Please, please avoid the noise, please. So here, so basically what is that important role, key role? Search engines. So search engines means, for example, you are going to the www.google.com. So you doesn't know any one of that information. If you want some of that higher education, so MLIC program, which university, they are the offered the distance education. So you can search it in the MLIC program in Hyderabad, in the distance education. It will be showing on. So the system it will be showing in the Google showing. So Bing.com is there, one of the search engine. You will the Bing.com directly will go there. You can search it. So which is the courses offered in the MLIC course in the Hyderabad in the Open University. It will be showing in number of the issues, number of the display of that information. That is Microsoft. So just you will go through the yahoo.com. So you can open the Yahoo search engine. So you can click it on that Yahoo. So automatically Yahoo also is showing. So which is there the different domain of the search engines are there. The search engines is basically working on the what type of that information they are providing, searching through a directory. So in case, for example, I am asking a master of the library and information science, which universities they are offered in the Telangana state. So entirely in the search engine, the directory is there in the directory, in the database, what type of the MLIC courses, which countries they are offered in the Telangana, which universities, public universities or private universities offered. That information it will be reflected through the internet based only. That is one of the tool of the search engine. And also searching web with the search engine, searching with web with search engine. That means some search engines allow sometimes we are searching only in the web portals only. For example, you are going to the higher education. So for US in the MS, at that time you are searching all the colleges browsers of that information. So immediately all colleges, a home page, a web portal of that information, search engine of that information, it will be providing through the screen. That is one contemporary. And also downloading the files. So for example, you are searching in the, for example, you are searching one of that article. So one of that article, it will be there in the internet. So you are seeing the COVID, what type of that code, what is the problems, how it will be reflected, what is the solutions. One article is there in the Google. So if you need that one, immediately you can click it in through the search engine, you will get it that article. Not only for that such type of the general contemporary, in the academic environment of that point of view, in the library or faculty or students, any research papers, any one of that information, they are the asking, they are the downloading the files, easiest of the gateway to access of that information. That is one contemporary. And prominent websites. For example, a number of the people, they are the creating the website. So myself, I am working as the academician. I have the preparing my own website. Some companies is there. So some companies is the creating websites. So which is the website is the good, which is the website is the providing the information is the good or bad, how it will be identifying, how it will be procedure, prominent of that websites. For example, n number of the people, I am asking one of that information. All websites it will be showing the different domain of that answers. But how to it will be taken that information, authentication of that information, good information through the government websites only. That is the recognized, trusted of that websites only. For example, so Telangana development is the Telangana growth and development in this academic year is the 9.99% is the growth is there. Some ex people, the some of the Teenadu, some of the Andhra Jyoti people, they are the given the web portal. So website they are the mentioned. So this is the collecting, that is the real time of that information, correct or not, how to identifying, what is that way. We'll go through the C in the Telangana government Geo, Telangana gov.in. You can see the finance report in the government of India, that is the government of Telangana, Ministry of that Information and Broadcasting. The people will be published the, this is the 5.5% is the growth for this academic year of the 2023-24. This is the realistic of the statistics. There are the mentioned in his web portal are displaying the information of the Information and Broadcasting Ministry of the Telangana. That is the gazette information. Gazette means Rajamudra. So this is the standard information. For example, this currency, our Indian rupees, is the fake or correct. Who is the decided? The Reserve Bank of India, it will be decides I am the 1,000 rupees today is the gone, 2,000 rupees notes is the gone. Today, which is the rupee is the genuine is the 500 rupees. Who is the given the authentication of that body? Only for the RBI, Reserve Bank of India. So the prompt information in the web portal. So, for example, I am going to collecting the 2,000 rupees note. I am going to the hotel and paying the money. The people will be acceptable 2,000 note? No, nothing. So why the government will be taken telling? So this is the ban. So such type of that authentication of that information, which source is the providing only for the RBI only. So same thing in the government organization, government development of the reports. Any information if you required quality, genuine information, you will get it through the gateway for the prompt websites only. Prompt websites, they are the providing quality of that good information to the user community. That is the major thing. Okay. So this is the main here. The five in the 5 units is the gone. So completed. The right now in the internet applications is a sixth unit. So we are the discussing the unit sixth. So introduction majorly. So internet applications, so what if so internet is the common phenomena, you know. So introduction everything in the last class, in the before class also I have repeated that information. So without of that internet, they did not sustainable all the people. So in this internet applications, majorly internet every day in the lives. So basically here in the internet of the applications in the first point. So introduction, internet, what is that important? You know, I have already told to you. So here in the first point is this thing, internet in everyday lives, because every day, so life is the regularly life cycle is the continuously 24/7 is the going on. Wake up and early morning and do the work and accomplish another work, come to the home and eat the food and sleeping and wake up. So this is the life cycle is the going on. So at that time in the internet main key role. For example, where they catching the metro trains, where they're traveling. So which time where they're reaching. So the traveling of the schedule of the time. So everything that is the office of the people, they are the sending the emails, WhatsApp that information. So any latest of that information, news information, everything it will be internet is based everything in your lives. For example, in our office, your boss is sending one of the mail to the communication, come fast today. General body meeting is there. Immediately they are sending that information. So in the office, especially 7,000 people are there. So all the people there, they're telling the phone calls and informing the earliest of the information. It is the possible, nothing else. So just in the internet of the tools, the people will be sending the SMS alert service. So immediately, please come. They regularly are the coming to the office by 11 o'clock. Today will come by sharply 9:30 to attend the meeting without of that failed by the general body of the meeting. So accurate of that every day of the life cycle. For example, today the school children, heavy rain is there in Hyderabad. All the schools are closed immediately. The school management, they are sending the SMS to the parents immediately through the internet only. So this type of that all the parameters it will be working through the everyday. So home and life. So for example, you are the sitting in the home today is the what is the going on. So news channels. So news channels you are the watching today smart TVs. So internet based only no one know. So all the people they did not to take into the Sun TV, Dish TV, etc. Today, all the people in the smart TVs and Netflix is there. All the people they are the using the directly to the internet only. Internet smart TVs is only is the going on. So this type of that all the parameters it will be working through the everyday of the life cycles is the required of that internet. That is the one thing. And also business and the internet. So is the business of the internet today, the stock market is the going on. So for example, in the live example today, what is that gold is the price is every day it will be increasing. So the commodities regularly using of that food sector of the item, the groceries. So commodities, what type of the price is the rice is the rate, what is the rate and each and everything, the crude oil today is the petrol is what is the cost of the today. So the barrel cost is how much is there in the Gulf countries. So every day in the business aspects of the business people, silver and gold, all the share marketing, majorly in the share marketing. So inputs and the selling of that marketing depends upon the everyday in the business through the gateway of the way is only for the internet. So without of that internet, the stock market will be not working in the world ways. For example, Today, gold is the price is the increasing just in the $120 in the US. It will be immediate, it will be spreaded to the world ways. So what is that reason? Basically, on the base of the internet only. So internet only, the people will be doing the business. So I'm sold the gold this much of the price this day. So immediately the stock market every day in the Chennai market and Hyderabad bullion market, Bombay market and Madras market. So immediately the bullion market is the business there. The depends upon the directly to the internet gateway of that platform to sell the all the commodities. That is one contemporary. And third one is educational users of the internet. So educational users of that internet today. So education is the most important phenomena. So in the education, majorly all the people. So today is the COVID period is came. All the students LKG to up to higher level of the candidate, all the people they are attending the Zoom. Today we are also attending the Zoom meeting to providing to sharing the information. We are all are the busy schedule. We are working at that environment. You are attending the class. No need to come physically to attend in the Ambedkar University. Directly you are attending the meeting. So in this education field also major important key role. Without of that internet, we are the conducting this class today. Nothing. So with the internet only, we are conducting the class through the gateway of that platform in the educational institution. And the professionals on education on internet basis professionals. So professionals means just like as a doctors. Doctors also is a professional doctors. So the people will be working only for the internet only. For example, I have already repeated that words. The around in the 1970 at the time the operations on surgeries and heart surgeries and each and everything, the how it will be done is to the physically they are the tested to the people and after that they are the given to the treatment of the mm, a prescription to the this medicine can use. Today all the people is very smart. No one cannot to touch the human body. So each of the people they are the technically to depends upon the. So for example, we are going to immediately, sir, I have the heart pain. Immediately go to 2D echo and also take to the ECG immediately. So in ECG is the ECG, it will be reflected to your blood structure and the heart functionality. Immediately it will be reflected the screen. That means it majorly the surgeries today, major surgeries in the brain surgeries, it will be goes to the directly the robotics only. So robotics, how it will be working through the command in the 10 seconds only. The 10 second, within the 10 second only, the operation the robot will be done, cutting edge of that entire that area of the surgery. So such type of that entire each and everything professionalism is the mainly to key role. And also lawyers the examples. So today COVID, after that any in the world ways of the all the courts, whether the higher apex court or high court or state district courts, they're the working the Zoom meetings the conducting. So according to the people will be using the internet only. So this type of that parameters will be going on. And also professionals in the it will be for professionals majorly to contributing doctors and engineers and including the lawyers also, they are using the internet only. And government resources on internet. So government resources basically today the government is the main agenda welfare of the people. The government, the public government, that means whether the state government or central government or a district collector, the roles is the key role is what is that main agenda to welfare. So welfare of the people only. So the happiest of the people in the society, that is the main agenda. In this contemporary, the people will be doing the e-governance system only. So once we, for example, the e-governance system, we have the best example. One contemporary I will explain to you. So what is that? This is the Me Seva. For example, if you need the caste certificate or income certificate or residential certificate, what is that procedure? We have the following. Directly, we will submit to the application to the concerning the Me Seva Center and submitting the proof of the documents. After the proof of the documents we have the submitted, the Me Seva has taken very easiest of that way to processing of that application immediately to providing that information to processing of that information directly to the concerning the revenue inspector. So revenue inspector will be collecting that information and is the genuine or not genuine. Immediately he is identifying, and immediately he was sharing that information to the deputy MRO. So deputy Mandal Revenue Officer is the verifying all the documents is the correcting. Immediately was submitted to the MRO, Mandal Revenue Officer. After the Mandal Revenue Officer is the verifying all the documents, proofs are corrected. So immediately they are the issuing the digital certificate to the residence certificate or birthday certificate. So after that, the revenue system, I'm telling the example. So not only birth certificate is the municipal people of the GHMC, they are the providing. So the people will be sending the soft copy to immediately to the revenue inspector. Revenue inspector will be forwarded to the Me Seva. Once it will be comes to the completion of the process, the people will be Me Seva people. They are sending the SMS to me. Where application is accepted, please collect the document. So once we will get it that information, the message directly go to the Me Seva and collecting the printout and taken to the process. So this process is the complete. This is entirely government resources, all the government resources, all the e-government system, it will be working on the internet only. So without of that internet, each of the file, I am telling this example only, not only for this one, in the inter level of that part, in the budgeting allocations and each and everything, each of that file and each of the document, each and everything, it will be goes to the clerk level to office super, joint secretary and chief secretary also. They are the following this method of the tendency in the government resources. It will be working depends upon the internet only. And the entertainment of that internet, I did not to repeat this. So the internet entertainment means in the just like as a multimedia, the entertainment is called a multimedia. Just you are the watching the movie. So watching the movie is only to listening. Not only for listening and entertainment means just like a WhatsApp or the YouTube, we are the using the videos and some pictures, etc. And also, we are the watching the movie in the OTT movies in the web portal. So how it will working? For example, today is the going on T2 IPL matches. So working on the through the depends upon the internet. This process, okay, and internet application in the library information centers. So basically, the here also the libraries there the majorly internet centers is the library information centers also the required of that internet. Without of that internet, the library is not sustainable. So the library different domains of the people they are the working. For example, physics student are coming, chemical engineering student are coming, EC student are coming, IT students are coming. Different people, they are the coming to different approaches of that application. They are the browsing data. So at that time, the internet is the major phenomena to working of the environment to providing the libraries major key role. So libraries is providing, internet is the compulsory. So in the web point 2.0, so in the web portal, it will be 2.0 is advanced version to providing the internet to the browsing of the people is very, very key role. So in all the web portals, it have to how to be working on through the internet only. So without of that internet, it will be not sustainable. So this is the major key role. And internet to crime. So motivational crime on it. For example, today internet is the misusing is also is the going on. So crimes how it will be doing. What is that? So that is also the major phenomenon today. We can see that is majorly hacking one major problem, and also theftings is the hacking of the theftings is the going on. And also today is the internet major of the people, they are the catching of your user ID and password and misconducting, and they're the asking the user ID and passwords and they get it that lakh crores of that money they are the misusing, especially uh, throughout in the world. They're the facing the lot of the problems of the crimes majorly internet based only. So the financial government financial uh, crisis also is the facing some of the countries also, because money is the key role of that any one of the human beings to sustainable. So the money it will be stolen to the thieves through the basis of the crime through the internet. That is the very biggest of the challenge in the cyber crime today in India in the world wise. That is also one problem. And techniques used. So in the internet also in the crime, so what type of the technology they are using, just like as a smart, they are sending the user ID and password, you are getting the 5 lakhs of that money through the lottery, you can pay this much of that amount or gift where the providing to you. So that's the cyber thieves, they are the calling and collecting the user ID and password and get it that money. That is also one of thing. And also preventive measures. So majorly in the government of the Telangana or throughout the government of India, there are also unnecessary of that messages, unnecessary of that video calls, unnecessary of that links they did not open to the people, because in case you are the unnecessary of that mobile, unnecessary of that messages or links you are the touching on that, immediately the mobile it will be hacking immediately. The anti software they are the providing immediately to collecting the entire in our mobile data. So all the sometimes the people will be sharing the each and every information of that banking of that information, the financial sector of that information through the mobiles, so Google Pay, Phone Pay, or internet banking. This type of the problems is the very crucial. So that is the one of the challenge of the problem. Security measures. So in the security measures is the firewalls is the most key role of that important firewalls. So internet browsing, for example, you are using. So what type of the security? So common phenomena. Sometimes the people will be using the Google Pay and Phone Pay. They are using the mobile phone in his mobile numbers only. So in his date of birth only. So this type of the problems it will be common phenomena once the people will be open to see in our database is there, your name is there, your mobile number is there, your date of birth is there. So immediately they are the hacking. Immediately the data it will be a major chances to store in our database. So in this contemporary security of the measures, data, dot, comma, and etc. Some iPhones, some codings, not only for the serial names. So numeric and name and including the some of the icons we are using, that is the safest security to accessing the internet of the tools. So majorly this contemporary. So this is the major security internet crime challenges is there. So it's a safe of that measure, safe of this thing is most important to aware of that user. That is one thing. So this is the major problems find routing on that area. So this entirely in the two blocks is the completed. Right now I am the discussing to the third block in the library automation. So this is the key role. Basically, the without of the library automation, there is no question paper. So majorly all the question paper it will be reflected on the basis of this question only. So in this here, library automation is the most. You can see in our dash in our material also. Library automation is the key role. So this is the good important of the question. You can listen. So once you have the listening, easily to find out to understand the content. So I am giving the brief live example because so what is that internet? What is the using? What is the purpose? What is the challenges? Is there? Blindly you can take the white paper and write down. This is the way to understanding of the subject. I am exploring the information. Okay, are you catching these points? Are you understood, all of you? Hello, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we
Okay,
are
okay,
Okay,
okay.
sir.
understanding.
So sometimes the people will be sleep under the mode. There is no respond of that for answers. Also, that is the difficulty. Okay, fine, madam. Right now we are discussing the library automation. Okay, are you understood all the points? Any of the difficulties is there?
No, no, sir, no difficulty. We
Yeah,
understood.
yeah. Fine, sir. Fine, sir. So here in the library automation. So what is the library automation? Not only for the library, office automation also same thing. I can explain to you what is the meaning of that automation. So for example, today is the our library is there. So library, how many users is there? I am explaining this in the introduction of this part. My college is there. My students around the 7,000 of the students. I am issuing the library cards to the 7,000 of the students. At a time, they are the coming the one fourth of the students, 2,000 of the students. They are the coming to our library and taken to the asking the books and return the books. It is the challenging for me to manual of that system to take and to issue to correcting the due date stamp and issuing of the books. This process the continuously. So morning to evening it will be completed the 2,000 of the people. Nothing. So in this contemporary automation means every manual system it will be converted to the computer. So every manual system it will be manually to working on that environment. It will be converted to the system electronic gateway. So that is the mainly easiest of that way to understanding the simplest of that way to working of that environment. So library automation means, so every library, what type of that functions is there? First principle, circulation. So circulation means, what is the circulation main motto? To issue the books, to receive the books. Issue the books, whom to issue? Whether the students, faculty members, or research scholars. This is the issue of the people. Return, although those who are the written the books, same the people, those who are the taken the books, the people, they are the written the after the using of the books. Okay, this is the process. So the circulation is the main model. Second, acquisition. So once we have the procuring the books, so bills, purchasing orders, so each and everything it will be reflected to on that. And report generation. So report generation means how many books they are the taken, today how many transactions is there going on, by yesterday how many going on, in the monthly reports. So each and everything and information, so how it will be coming through the software of that information only. So in this basis, entirely library is working through the internet only. So internet is there, that is one parameter. So in case there is no requirement of that internet, the library is totally to automation that entirely. That means we are collecting, we are procuring one of the software, integrating the all the database of the information, to providing the gateway of to software. So this the entirely all the library information, it will be comes to the in our computer. So every entire that library information, it will be reflected through in our system only. So this is the major uh, meaning of that automation. So automation means every information, every operations of the cycle, it will be working without of that manual system. It will be working through the electronic gateway. That is the first thing. So in the major, what is that main objectives in the library automation, the library database? So what is the library database? So first of all, in the before we are going to the library automation, first in the database. Please avoid the noise, please. So the database. So in the databases, what is the meaning of the database? So database means, for example, in our library, how many books is there? Ex- Excuse me, please, noise, please. Please avoid the noise, your kids, please. Please mute in your mobile, please. Please first mute in your mobile, please.
శ్రీనివాస్ గారు ప్లీజ్ మ్యూట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ అండి.
So here, what is the database means? Once we are the doing the library automation, especially in our libraries, first of all, to creating the database. So database means in our library, what type of the books is there. So according to the action of the register, how many columns is there? So each and title name, author name, subject, title, author, edition, each and everything your database first you can create. So the database is there in your system where the uploading. So every file it will be searching at the time it will be reflected. For example, in our library, 50,000 books are there. So in the 50,000, all the interdisciplinary, all the books are available. Maths, physics, chemistry, general English, and each and everything. All the different subjects of the books are there. So all the books it will be reflected to directly on the searching of the title. So title means what fundamentals of the one book name is the fundamentals of the physics. How many authors wrote that book? Five authors or three author, two authors. Each of that author name you can mention. So according to the mark format, we have the preparing the entirely the database. So the database means your library it will be working. For example, your library is the MBA college of the library. So MBA college, what type of the databases is the required? Where the procuring management databases. Ebisco is the Elton B. Stephen Company Limited. The management purpose in the all the related of that information they are the providing. So this type of the database you can create. And also in our library books data, you can create journals data. Journals is there. You can prepare the journals data. And third one, in our college, in the some of the video lectures is there. So dissertations is there. You can create the first of all the databases. That is one contemporary types of the database. What type of the database we are creating? First database is the library automation. How database is required means entirely all the library information to integrating in the computer. That is called as a data data creation. So in this databases, types of the databases, how many types of the databases is there in our library? First, books database. The main operation of your library is books only. So books database is the required first thing. And secondly, journals database. In our library, how many journals is there? You can create the database. And also magazines is there. So how many technical magazines is there? General magazines is there. Newspapers is there. You can create each of the two item. You can create the one of the number. So one of the database. And also online databases. For example, you are the procuring online databases, e-journals. So that is called as a e-journals. So e-journals, IEEE, Science Direct, so ASME, AAC. So such type of the databases you can each of the database file you can create first of all. That is one thing. And the components of the database. What type of the components in the database is required? Your college is the working in the engineering college. You can create the engineering database only. In the social sciences, you are the working in the social sciences, you can create the social sciences only. So according to your disciplines, whatever of the disciplines is there, on that basis you can create the database first thing. And also using the computer in the library automation information center, how it will be working in our first in our library automation, what is the procedure? So you can buy the computers. So without of that computers we did not working on that. So systems is the latest in latest computers are major item processors of the computers is the major important. The computers is there, then only we will working on that. So without of that, for example, your users are coming 100 people at a time. They are the coming. Four counters is there. The four systems is there. So once so servers is there automatically. The servers is the separate of the providing the data. So majorly in the client servers. So what is that main server of the information? The clients they are the providing. So that is the major to working on that. Computers is the major important. So and the second one, book acquisition and process. So in the computers, so it will be there. You can in the software where the installing the software. So software is the major important. The computers you are the buying. So after that, the computer how it will be working on that. One software is the required, that is called as a library software. So library software, it will be used to the entirely all the operating systems in our library modules. So in the software, different softwares is there. Softwares, two types softwares is there in the automation. First one is the open source software. Open source means openly it will be available in the websites. It will be easiest of that way. Just like as a Play Store, the Google Play Store, you are the downloading the app now. You can download it and using. That is one model. Second one is the commercial software. Commercial software means it will be commercial. We can pay money and get it that software. So that is the one thing. These two variants is there. The library automation of the software. First one is the commercial, first open source software. Second one is the commercial software. Open source software, any one of the people can be downloadable and accessible of the process. That is called as a open source software. And second is the majorly commercial software. Commercial software is majorly to providing the people to pay and get it. So in the live example, Soul software is there. So software for university libraries, Ahmedabad, they are the providing that information. That is called as a commercial software. That is every annum where they paying the money AMC annual maintenance, they are the providing that information. So that is one contemporary. And the second one, open source. Open source example is the Koha software, New Genlib software. Koha is the open source in the world ways. Even though in the library automation is the required in the Germany, Japan, America, in India also Koha. The competition examination of that point of view also, they are the same. Which is the software is the open software? You can tell me that example. Koha is the KOHA. Koha software is the open source of the software. And the commercial software, which one? So the SYUL Soul is developed by the Influnet people in Ahmedabad, Soul software, and also Libsys. LibSip software. So n number of the software names is there. For example, just like as a Airtel and Vodafone, etc. Same here also. The commercial databases, they are the providing the commercial software to all the user community of the purpose of library automation. So in this contemporary, once we have the procuring the software, different models is there. Four models is there. That means in the four columns. First one is the book book acquisition process. So what is that acquisition process majorly? For example, we are purchasing the book. So what is the procedure you are the following? Acquisition method. So acquisition method means majorly to what is the procedure in the college level especially. And also this is the NAC purpose of that point of view. In the library, what type of the procedure the acquisition? Acquisition means to procuring the books. What is the procedure? First in our library. So we have the college or the higher authorities, they are giving the permission to me to procuring this much of the books. So how many books we can procuring? What type of the requirements? First, you can raise the a request letter to circulate into all the department HODs and including the faculty. So you can write one of the letter as the librarian. So this is informing to that all the faculty member. Those books are the required in this current semester or even semester. Kindly to give the inputs of a requirement of that book list to me. Then only we can procuring the books at the as early as possible. And also you can mention what is the purpose you are the placing the suggested that books. So you can send the one of the circular to the principal, or otherwise in a big college is there, the librarian director to send the one of the procedure of the letter. After that, once we have the sending the circular, within the 1 week, those who are the people and format is there, you can circulate the request of that format letter. On that format, the people will be writing. So this title, this author book is the this much of that copies is the required in our library. So this much of the books is according to the second semester second BTech purpose, they are the mentioned. So after that, we are the collecting the all the list of the books and directly as the librarian, you can send to the publishers. You can send the vendors or suppliers or publisher or vendors. You can send that letter. So once we have the sending that letter, the all the compilation of that list of the books, the people will be given the quotation to you. Sir, this is the total list of the books. 400 books are given the list. So titles, this much of that volumes and titles were the mentioned. The total books of that cost is the 6,50,000 of the cost, and after the discount of the each of the book, they are the mentioned. The list we have the collected immediately and write and put the one of the letter for the approval of the purpose of the principal. As for the faculty, they are the asking these books. These books is I have the collecting the quotation and providing to the list of the price list. Give me the permission. This book's cost is the 6,50,000 for this current academic year. The principal is the given that approval. You can take that letter immediately. You can send to the vendors through the mail or physically. Sir, you can supply this book within the 30 days. We are the paying the amount. So the PO, at the time we are issuing the purchasing order that is called as a PO. So please supply the terms conditions. So as you are given the quotation of the 25% of the discount, the following the list